Alright, so I just want to bring up real quick before we get into the video that throughout the course of the video, I think I referenced this guy as the 2019 version. Which technically, this one is still the Heat Ray Godzilla vs. Kong figure. And then this one's a translucent version. And for some odd reason, I kept thinking the years were slightly different because it just seemed kind of weird to do Spitfire for the same one. So yeah, sorry about that in advance. Anyways, wait, whoa. You tell me you couldn't tell the difference between these two? Okay, I'm not saying I couldn't tell the difference. I just didn't know they were the same year. Because it's just like, I'll be honest, they put out a lot of reprints very quickly. So it's just kind of hard to keep track of. Heck, we got a new one coming up. Okay, well, to be fair, the new GX Con isn't really a reprint. It's kind of got new parts on it. So yeah, take that, reprint people. It's not a repaint. It's actually new. It's new. All the time. Alright, you got me there, but still, it's only got a slightly different neck. There's other things. It's kind of thinner. The legs are a little different. I mean, you know, we're not here right now. People want that. They can just go check out KowkisToys.com. It's currently up for pre-order there. Use code Steve Kowkis at checkout. Save 6% off your order and get free shipping. Granted, the shipping's always free if you pick it, but still, they do it. Also help support the channel. Okay, back to this. Anyways, I just wanted to apologize. I'm sorry. I thought that they were different years. It happens. One too many times, Steve. This video is sponsored. They sent you that for free. You're supposed to look up that stuff in advance. Do you think I actually prep for these videos? Well, no, I've seen them. You definitely know. Anyways, getting Godzilla back out of here, you don't need to be a part. Yeah, yes, I do. I'm like the most popular character on this channel. Just remember, I've been doing 3D printing ones of you lately. You're replaceable. I'm sorry. You know what? Fine. Anyways, if you guys want to see the difference between the two, it's pretty much just translucent spines. And Steve, show them. Fine, whatever. It's a little darker back here. And you get the blue here on the tum-tum and on the spine. It's got a little bit of overwash. The other one doesn't. Anyways, on to the video. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
Look, he covered myself, left himself open. My name is Arnes.
And today, in this sponsored video, because Kowkis Toys was kind enough to send us this Hiya Toys Translucent Godzilla 2021, which is different than the 2019 one. Not super different.
It still is different, though. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I was like, to be honest, I think this kind of has an edge over that one, which... Because this one has the translucent plastic while the other one was painted. Which translucent plastic's always the way to go for me.
Oh, definitely
it makes everything so much cooler. Because you get the Super 7 Thermal Godzilla. That was translucent plastic.
Oh,
that thing.
Yeah.
Still like the best figure I've gotten this year so far.
I still forgot about it.
As a Arnes got one too. That's how good it was. I already slapped lights in this thing and got it lit up.
You know,
I don't have it currently lit up for the sake purposes of review, but afterwards, it's probably getting some holes drilled in it.
You know, before this video started, Steve had to touch the cat. Now there's hair flying everywhere, and I'm like, huh.
But he wanted attention.
He did for like 30 seconds, and then he left.
He's like, wow. Anyways, for the packaging here, you can see it looks actually pretty sweet. It's got the moon up here. You got smoke. You got Godzilla looking all menacing and dark.
I was going to say the packaging actually looks pretty good. I like it.
It might be one of my favorite boxes. Because it still kind of reminds me of a lot of the Godzilla vs. Kong packaging.
Yeah, but it's dark different.
Yeah. Now the back's got some legal mumbo jumbos. And since I already got him open up out of his cardboard prison, that's it.
What? That's not the Godzilla?
Okay, this is not a fair comparison. Because the Imperial is better.
Oh! Ooh, shots fired, people. Shots fired.
That's more of a nostalgia talking. That, like, the Imperial Godzillas were like, they were my Godzillas for the longest time.
But his jaw like the only is broken. Look, it's literally that way.
And that's why he's perfect.
Anyway.
I think the big one was like $8 back in
now
the day.
onto the better figure.
Debatably, but go on.
It's this
hey, when I picked up that thing, it was like $2.50.
And this guy was what, Steve?
What, like 56?
Free.
Well, for us, not for them.
Yeah.
They have to pay.
Yeah. Free or $2. That's what I thought.
But one thing that I'm noticing too is having this guy sitting here right now. He, with all the studio lights and everything, he looks so much brighter on the camera than he does in person.
He does. Like, is that...
Because I can't, because all you guys are getting all the light. So on this, I see the light coming through the spines. And it almost looks like it's glowing.
It's like the dark side of the moon. The light side.
Which again, I think is one of the biggest selling points of this, is because if you have displays, kind of like this, where you have on your shelf and you have lighting on the shelf, it's going to make the spines look a lot brighter.
Oh, yeah.
Than it just being regular paint. And also comes with extra accessories, which... for a closer look at the details. So for a closer look at the details, head sculpt is fantastic, just like with any of the other Hiya Godzilla figures.
Hey, before you get too much into this, Steve, how did you put the lights? Did you go to like the joints or?
What I did is I took some string lights and then I just shoved like 3 of them in the head here.
Oh, okay.
And then the side that nobody could see, I had the wire coming down, and then I shoved a bunch in the body. Wire coming down. Shoved one in there, shoved one in there, shoved one in there, shoved one in there. And you just couldn't see the wires when I did the photo.
Okay.
And then the battery pack was just kind of hanging off, is what I did. If I was going to do it legitly, I would do the same thing. But instead of the wires running along the side, I would just disassemble this thing, drill some holes along the back here.
Because I had a few people asking how you could do that.
Yeah, you just drilled the holes along the back and along the spine. I would also do the same thing probably along the sides here too, and just literally be like running string lights all through it. And then what you could do is they do make a little adapter, kind of like when you're plugging in your earphones.
Yeah.
You could wire that up too, and if you just drilled a hole like right in the groin region
Perfectly right there.
or at least somewhere where you could hide it, and then you could just plug it in when you want to put the battery back in. But the rest of the detailing, you can see the eyes have some blue paint on it. Same with the mouth. It doesn't have a lot of the over blue like you saw on some of the other ones.
Which I think is a good thing, okay? Honestly, because sometimes they can take it too far.
Yeah, I thought Hiya did a good job with it because it made sense with the way the beam was, where some of the lighting was hitting it.
I was talking about NECA.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Or Playmates.
Oh, God,
Or a lot of other people.
Oh.
I kind of wish they had more on the arms. Would have made more sense.
Yeah.
But still, I thought it looked pretty solid. Well, on this, I think it's a bit tamer, which I think in general for most people, I think it still looks better overall. And same with the spines. You get the white paint on the inside, while the actual spine section here is just the translucent plastic.
Oh, I like that. It looks really good.
Yeah, I say it's a little darker in some sections, but I think that's just the way the lighting's hitting it, more so than it just having some paint on it. And then that goes all the way down to the tip of the tail.
Oh, we don't stop right here and then just different color down this way?
Yeah, the other thing too is the body's also translucent. It's just one of the ways you can actually get the reason why the lights work really good is because the body's translucent. So any spot that didn't really get a lot of paint on it, the light's going to show through. And fun fact, the legs are actually kind of in the same vein. Not the same color because the body's blue, but these are, it's like a flesh tone. If I grab my phone
and look it up,
turn on the light here, but you can kind of see.
Well, I think the lights from the camera right up here is going to kind of stop it.
Yeah, you can see it right there. You can see the orange kind of peeking through.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Right there on the leg. It does that for each of the sections. So you can see the lights kind of shining through there a little bit.
There you go.
But yeah, you can see the light already kind of shiny through. You can see like a lot of the blue there for the leg. Which for, I think, most people isn't really a big thing. It's just more for people that really like to customize their figure. It gives you a lot more options. Now, if you were going to use lights, I would recommend using some blue ones.
Really?
Generally speaking, it usually won't matter what color because whatever the plastic tin is so if you use regular light, it's what it's going to be. But because there's actual like flesh tones and stuff,
oh yeah,
it's so different colors plastic. You'll want like the solid light in order to do that. But like I mentioned, Detail's fantastic. It's the 2021 Godzilla. We've gone over quite a few times already on the channel.
It's not much different, you know. It's just...
Yeah, because even this extra little piece here is pretty much the same thing from the 2019 one, and this is just able to
make it look straight up.
Yeah, it's just a solid piece so it can look straight up. The beam is a little different though. It's actually got, the way it's painted, it's blue and white, but it's like a spiral.
I like that spiral effect. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think if anything between the two, this is the bigger selling point because there's a lot more coloring going on with the beam.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks really cool, especially for a 2021 look. And then here's the Godzilla. The part that inserts. So it does have the extra head, which big thing is it doesn't have the tail. And it's also got that slotted section here as well. And if you want to swap them out, like I said, it's pretty easy on these guys.
Can you aim? He got it.
I know. I had my one problem with my last one was that the head didn't really like to go on. This one sticks on a little bit better.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Honestly, though, the one thing I kind of wish that this maybe had was the way from it actually look down.
Oh, you mean like when he shoots the beam through the planet?
Because it's 2021, right? So I kind of... 19, it's cool that he's...
Did that.
You can do the angle upwards, but yeah, 2021, I kind of wish he could shoot downwards.
Come on, Steve. Who has the strongest beam? Well, Godzilla. You made a point that one day.
Well, it's technically this one.
Yeah, it's this
because
guy.
Because it shoots...
It shoots through a planet. Come on, people.
Well, actually, I don't know why I'm trying to put the joint in there.
It doesn't
sound like a cool idea in my head, but I really want it to look down. Because that's the one thing that's kind of a negative between this one and the Monster Arts, is it's...
Well, you still kind of
like, you can do it, but you have to have them, like, hunching over.
Need a support tail back here. Like that.
Yeah, I guess it's still possible. But they could have stole my... Not stole, but made their own version of the beam we saw on Etsy where...
yeah, where
it's hit, we call it the Hollow Earth beam. Him shooting it down. I think would have been something a little bit cooler than this. And it kind of would have gave you more of a merit to have both of them. Because right now it's the exact same figure as what we had already previously. Just with translucent plastic instead of it being fully painted.
So it's one or the other. And I think this one is, at least in my personal opinion, this one is a little better.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards that too. But for the articulation, head can look up about that far, down about that far. Again, if you use the neck, you get it fully straight up. It looks side to side very well. The mouth can open and close. It's also got a posable tongue. So that does shift up and down. Arms can rotate all the way around. Go a little bit up and down. Bend at the elbow. Hand can rotate. Legs. Actually, he could touch his toes.
I like how they cut out the teeth on this one to fit the beam in.
Right? Teeth can rotate all the way around. Or leg can rotate all the way around.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Knees got some bend. A little bit of rotation at the thigh. Feet side to side. A little bit of rotation. A little forward and back. Stomach. Not too much side to side. You do get a bit of a forward crunch, though. And then if you bend it forward, you can...
turn it.
Rotate it.
Without damaging the spines.
And then for the tail, goes decently side to side. Same with up and down. All right, so for some quick comparisons, here we have the translucent version of the Heat Ray Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong, compared to some other Hiya Godzilla. Well, one Hiya Godzilla vs. Kong collectible, the other one's a Monster Arts with the Mecha Godzilla and the original version of the Heat Ray. And here he is with the Hiya Kong and the 2019 Godzilla, which is really convenient to remember which one this is, because one, he has more brown on his neck, so I know that's 2019. And also his jaw likes to pop out on mine in particular. Easy way to remember that too. I still gotta heat that up. For some Rainbow Godzilla comparisons, here it is with the X Plus Toho Maniacs Godzilla Tower from Godzilla vs. Gigan and the Monster Arts Godzilla 2002. I was gonna say 20,002, which I guess that kind of would have been fine, just weird. For some other Rainbow comparisons, here we have with some McFarlane figures with the Commando Spawn with a custom head and some extra stuff from other figures, and the Batman vs. Super... Is this Batman? It's Batman vs. Superman, right? Dawn of Justice. The Batfleck. Which, Wanted to get this one in particular because it's easily my favorite look of the movie Batmans. Might not be my favorite of the movies, but easily Ben Affleck was like the perfect Batman, at least film-wise. And finally here it is with some random parts from the Shin Universe transforming figure with the Shin Godzilla and the Shin Kamen Rider, whose review still gotta sit down and do.
Alright, so overall for the 2021 Godzilla, the translucent Hiya figure, I think it's really sweet. If you already have the 2019, do you need this?
Oh, actually, that's based on your like taste, I guess, would be.
I know for me, it's because it's a different Godzilla, I feel like I need it.
Yeah,
Because one's 2019, this is 2021.
Different movie, different Godzilla.
So I kind of need it in that regards. But again, I kind of wish if that was the case, that the accessories more tied in with that movie than this. Because also in that movie, he had a lot more blue showing on.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of maybe cool to have a little more of that wash. But that's where I think, with it being translucent plastic, if they could have put a lighted feature themselves.
I'll make like a special edition or whatever.
Well, even like this one, they just slapped some lights in it and called it a day and charged us a little bit more. That would have been awesome. The way it sits, personally, I think it's the better one between the two. So if you wanted one in particular, this is the one to pick up.
This is definitely the better version for sure.
If you already have the one, I don't think there's enough here to merit it. Unless, like me, you're someone that, because it's from a different movie, kind of need it.
I mean, that box is cool, Steve. You better not throw that box out. It's probably one of the best boxes I've seen.
That's what I think of your package.
I'm taking the box with me. I just got to display the box.
I guess you could do that. Anyways, like we mentioned before, link in the description for KowkisToys.com. If you guys like to save 6% off your order, use Steve Kowkis at checkout. Get yourself a sweet Godzilla collectible. And they also have free shipping. And help us defeat those kaiju by hitting the link button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, pictures, Facebook guys. We give up the day with channel. Donate, greatly would appreciate. We actually got a new Patreon member for the Discord, because we have a Discord attached to our Patreon. Also, if you guys are looking to maybe get some 3D printer or custom work done by me, easiest way to get a hold of me is through the Discord.
Oh, we also started messing with TikTok too, so.
Yep, messing with TikTok. I also tend to do stuff a little cheaper for people on the good old Patreon Discord too.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Cat. Servo, come here. You want to say bye to the Rangers?
No, he's going to sniff your straw, though. This is a cat he picked up where hair was everywhere.
No, don't run away from our loving Servo. Let go of the carpet. Let go of the carpet. Let go.
No, it's cool.
I like how he lays down. He's like, if I lay down, he can't get me. He's like, there's a strange man here.
He doesn't like my cats. He was okay until he smelled my hands and smelled my cats, and he freaked out.
But then he comes back in here, though.
See? He's like, nope. Oh, he hears the dog.
He's like, he still made the conscious decision to come back in here and ask for lovin's.
Oh, my God, the hair. Get it out of here.
The shittiest cat, though.
You can always shave him.
I think that kind of defeats the purpose of having this weird Mancoon blonde hair cat hybrid thing.
But it would be cool.
Poor little disproportionate kitty. He's so lanky. Especially at the waist. Like, you hold him up, he's like half my height. He stretches. It's crazy. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.